understand what could have been. I'm feeling new, I'm feeling great.
Born again. We are born again with God. We are born again in God's presence. We are born again. When we were born again, we know that the righteous man's gonna fall 7 times and get back 8 times. We know that we're gonna fall. We know that we're not perfect. We know that God has plans for us, and then as long as we see it through and follow God's journey and God's faith that He puts in us, we will see those plans come to fruition. And it's important that we do not forget this, because this year, 2025, is around the corner, and the time to lock in is now. People are gonna lock in January 1st, the whole New Year's resolution thing, run through it for like 2 or 3 months, maybe 6, and then just leave it there, and then do the same thing over and over again. And I speak to myself every time. I'm gonna say this in these videos, so I never sound like I'm speaking to just the outside and not inside. I always speak to myself, but the year to start is now. The time to start is now. We ain't gotta wait for a New Year's resolution to make it happen. We don't have to recommit ourselves to God next year or this Sunday or next Sunday because we feel like, all right, I'm gonna do it this next Sunday, I'm good. This whole week I'm gonna just blow it off. We have to recommit now. We have to really put our foot down and really understand that God has purposes for us, and He has things that He needs to use us. And the longer that we wait in trying to reach those things that He's trying to use us in, the longer we'll block the blessing from somebody else too. And we can't forget that we are a blessing to somebody else too. God is not only trying to bless you, He's trying to bless your family, He's trying to bless your friends, trying to bless your kid, trying to bless whoever it is, your significant other. But the longer you delay yourself from the greatness and from the things you need to achieve, the longer it's going to take to reach that, because it's almost like you're delaying. I always tell myself, like, I'll be trying to be purpose driven and focused and work on myself as a man, because I want to be able to meet my wife one day, and I don't want to keep delaying that, because God's not going to give you something you're not ready for. And we have to always understand that God always delays things on purpose. So when we feel like, man, why am I not getting this yet? Why am I so single? Why am I? It's because God knows you're not ready for that. He understands that you're not ready for that. He understands that you will blow up that blessing, intentionally or non-intentionally. It's not going to work because you're not ready for it. The time for preparation is now. The faster that we can understand that, the faster that we can see that, the faster that we can achieve it, and we will achieve it, because God says, seek first His kingdom of righteousness, and all things shall be added to you. Matthew 6:33. Let's not forget that. Come on, 2025 is around the corner. Let's get it, man. Let's make it happen. We're gonna do it for our people this year and this next year, and so on and so on. But yeah, food for thought.